Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine. I am your English teacher for class 5. First of all, I will assist you how to start the copy. Take any gray copy and leave the first page of the copy. After leaving the first page, make the index. We have 12 units in the book, but unit number 12 is not included in our term. So after making the index, you will make a title page with the help of computer sheet. Today I am going to teach you first unit of English text. Open your book and turn to page number 8. The title of this poem is The Collector of Sliced Bread. As you know, everybody has some hobbies, either collecting stamps, postcards, coins and so on. This story is about a boy whose hobby is to collect slices of bread. Read out the poem with me to learn more about. In the first stanza, the boy told us that his teacher is explaining the urge of having a hobby. Everybody should have a hobby according to their interest and they should set up a special section in their bedroom of their collection. Teacher told me I should do it. That's the reason I got hooked. Everyone should have a hobby, saving stamps or reading books. In your bedroom, choose a shelf, set aside a special section. Find something you really like and build a specialist collection. In the first stanza, the boy told us that his teacher is explaining the urge of having a hobby. Everybody should have a hobby according to their interest and they should set up a special section in their bedroom of their collection. I did what my teacher said, but now they say that I am brain dead. I choose the thing that I love most. I am the collector of slices. In the second stanza, the boy is telling that his favorite hobby is to collect slices of bread, but the people now call him brain dead. Why would someone save sliced bread? It is it a legitimate task? What do you do with afterwards? These are questions adults ask. In this stanza, people often ask him that is it normal to collect slice of bread? What he do with the slice of bread afterwards? Some save stamps, some save wells. Everyone saves something, right? I said. I used to save those pocket cards. Now I am the collector of sliced bread. In this stanza, the boy says that some save stamps, some save wells. He used to collect pocketing cards, but now he collects bread slices. But there is no magic in that hobby. There is no joy or bliss, they said. How can there be happiness in collecting bits of bread? In this stanza, people were asking, there is no magic, joy, or bliss. There is no happiness in collecting slices of bread. People always ask. It's only me who knows the reason. Every other hobby is duller. After a while, what happens is my slices magically change color. But only the boy knows the reason of his unique hobby. He thinks everybody's hobby is duller. Only he knows that these slices changes color magically. Some turn white and others green. One turned purple, another blue. Some change shape, and I have seen them moving round my shelving. Slices changes its color into white, blue, purple, and green. Some changes shape. Some often move around in his shelf. Their color patterns shift and change. Every day is a new surprise. They even curl up at the edges and end up marble like the sky. In this stanza, boy says, every day is a new surprise. The slices curl up from the edges and shifted their pattern and color. The secret colors of white loaves, I keep a secret in my head. For no one else on earth but me is the collector of sliced bread. In the last stanza, the boy has kept the secret of changing color of bread in his head, and no one knows about the secret of the bread except the collector of sliced bread. Hope you all enjoy this poem very well. After completing this chapter, I will take your dictation and we will do the words meaning, word sentences, and question answer. First, word is legitimate, meaning allowed by the laws. Second word is bliss, perfect happiness. Third word is shelving, place something on the shelf. Fourth word is curl up, form a spiral shape. Fifth word is secret, not known by other people. Sixth and the last word is loof, shaped and break bread. With the help of these words, make sentences by your own. Now for the question answer, come on page number 10. We have 6 questions, but question number 6 is not included. The first question is, what did the writer choose to collect? Answer is, he chose to collect sliced bread. Second question is, the teacher said that the writer was brain dead. What did they mean by that? Answer is, brain dead means extremely foolish. Third question, what did the adult think about the collection? Answer is, they couldn't understand why anyone would collect sliced bread and there was no magic and happiness in collecting it. Fourth question is, which line tells you that the writer finds his collecting interesting? Answer is the line, it's only we know who knows the reason every other hobby is duller. Find his collecting interesting. Fifth and the last question, why did the writer collect sliced bread? Answer is, his teacher told him that he must have a hobby like everyone else. He started collecting bread as that was the thing he loved most. Now after completing the question answer, we have exercise B with the same page. Match each reason with its correct action. As you all understand the poem, so this exercise will be done by yourself. Now move forward page number 11. The first exercise is vocabulary. Some adjectives become nouns when we add the before them. You know very well about the definition of adjective. What is the definition of adjective? You know, okay? The adjective means the quality of a noun. But whenever we add the before the adjective, it becomes noun. Like, have you seen the rich, the young, the living, the poor, the old, the dead, the friend, the strong, and so on. As these words refer to group of people, they are plural nouns that require plural verbs. Means the rich have a duty to help the poor. The English were at war with the French. The homeless were forced to leave the city. Now, with the help of these words, Japanese, poor, strong, disabled, and sick, you will fill these blanks. Page number 12 and page number 13 is not included because we have already English grammar book. Come on page number 14. Spelling. Read the words below. They have a long vowel OU sound. The words are house, cloud, mouth, sound, shout, found, round, loud, mountain, mouse, thousand, bound, proud, fountain. Now we will doing exercise B. Complete the story with the words from the word list above. This exercise will be done by all yourself by choosing the list above. Now come on page number 18. Question is, write down the message for your father. To father, from your name. Put your name. Message. Write down the message which has been given by your father's friend. On page number 19, we have the question, write words that have the long vowel OU sound. Put 6 words. Below we have a project work. Example, put your name here. Hello, I am. Your name, whatever your name. My hobby is, put your hobby. Alhamdulillah, first unit has been completed. I will take the difficult words by tomorrow, so get ready. डिफ़िकल्ट वर्ड्स के बाद आपका अगले दिन जो है वर्ड्स मीनिंग, सेंटेंसेस, क्वेश्चन आंसर्स और एक्सरसाइज का टेस्ट होगा. बी रेडी फॉर इट. Unit 1 is completed. Now take out your copies for dictation. Your first word is specialist. Second word is legitimate. Your third word is task. Now you have pocketing. Fifth word is bliss. Duller. Shelving. Curl up. Edge. Now the last word is secret. Now it's time for your unit test. Revise your chapter thoroughly and take the test given below in